What's up? This is the first fight of the UFC main card, 253. We've been waiting. You've been waiting as well. And the fight is between Hakeem Dawodu and Zubaira Tukhugov. Kill those names. This is actually the first fight of the UFC main card. Before I go any further, I just want to let you guys know that I'm going to make the predictions also for the other fights of this UFC 253 main card, especially at Adesanya Costa. Oh, getting goosebumps thinking about it. If you want to see that, make sure to subscribe to the channel to be notified when I do post. And also down the line, I'm going to make more predictions. So if you're interested, hop on the Michael Vangelo train. I don't know where that came from. So the odds specifically for this fight is we find Dawodu being the underdog at plus 110. Tukhugov is the favorite at minus 140. Now let's start with Dawodu. So he is a fighter that currently has a record of 11-1. Now he tends to be a fighter that puts high pressure from the get-go. And specifically, he lands 5 significant strikes per minute and 46% accuracy, which is also, he's not just swinging, he's landing. This explains why 7 of his 11 wins have come from a knockout. I mean, listen, this guy wants to rip your head off when he goes in there. All right, he's not just there to, to watch you and to shadow box. He's there to, send your face to the moon. So other than that, the 4 other wins have come via decision. Now, while Dawodu has extreme striking ability, one could argue that his ground game isn't too elevated. And so when going against a fighter like Tukhugov, which is his specialty, he could potentially struggle. This is further explained by the fact that he's never won a fight via a submission. So, if he's going against a fighter like Tukhugov, it could be a problem. Having said this, however, his striking ability is one that is, I'm not saying unmatched, but, he's a very, very good striker. He's hungry to take over, and, this could be the fight that, pushes him even further up those ranks. Especially because Zubaira Tukhugov missed weight by 4 pounds. 4 pounds! It wasn't even close, man. Look, you miss it by 1 or 2 pounds. I'm like, the water, you were thirsty. Dude, if you miss it by 4 pounds, I'm like, you ate, what? Come on, man. At this level, you can't, come on. 4 pounds? I can do that. I can miss weight. I don't care. I can gain weight. Doesn't matter. You can't. 4 pounds is a lot. That means you're going into this fight. I would assume you're not 100% fit. Tells me maybe you're not training hard enough. You could potentially gas out. You're heavier than what you should be, which, you could argue is an advantage, but at the same time, it's a disadvantage just as much as it's an advantage. Said advantage like 6 times. But again, other than that, other than the fact that he missed weight by 4 pounds, Tukhugov is a fighter with a record of 19-4, which is very respectable. He has an average takedown rank of 3 per fight, with 56% accuracy, which is very impressive. And this is, something that gets you thinking. Someone with very good takedown ability going against someone who's not very good at grappling. I don't know. It could potentially be danger for Dawodu, but we don't know. So Tukhugov is coming into UFC 253 with a first-round knockout win against Kevin Aguilar. And the fight before that was actually against Leon Murphy, ended in a draw. But if you look at that fight, ever since the bell rings from the get-go, Tukhugov just rushes against Murphy and just absolutely obliterates him, puts insane pressure from the get-go, just starts hitting, unleashing, pressuring him, pushing him into the cage, pop, 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 just relentless fighter. The level of pressure he can put, not just on the ground, but also standing up, is something that Dawodu is going to have to watch out for. Dawodu. So how do I think this fight is going to go? Originally, I was like, yeah, sure, Tukhugov's got this in the bag. He's got the ground game that's better than Dawodu. But when a fighter misses weight by 4 pounds, that has to get you to question some things, and it makes me do just that. Dawodu is a better striker on the feet. You know, he could potentially do a lot of damage on the feet for sure. But on the ground, could be dangerous for him. If he's able to avoid the vicious takedowns of Tukhugov, I think, you know, the ball's in his favor. You know, he's going to win this fight. However, if there's a scenario where he just lets Tukhugov pressure him and he's not able to withstand the pressure, and he just lets Tukhugov do his thing, it could potentially be danger. If Tukhugov gets on top, that extra weight could be felt. I mean, yes, it's 4 pounds, but you know, it's 4 pounds for 5 rounds. So, but I don't know. I just think a fighter that misses weight by 4 pounds, it'll be difficult for him to win this fight. So that's my decision. I think Dawodu, despite being the underdog, is going to win this fight. And again, I'm going against the odds here because you missed weight. And if you miss weight, that's just how I think it's going to go. But that's what I think. I'm interested to know what you guys think. Comment down below how you think this fight is going to end. If you're interested in more predictions, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to make more in the future. And if you do subscribe and I see you guys in the next one, then I'll see you guys in the next one.